Fox 5 News, this is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
A wrong-way crash on 285 in DeKalb County turns deadly and sends several people to the hospital. We are live with the latest.
Plus, new details about that gas explosion that destroyed an apartment building in the Castleberry Hill neighborhood. We'll hear from a man who put his own life on the line to save someone else.
And happening right now, a treat for Turkey Day as New Birth Missionary Baptist Church helps thousands of Metro Atlanta people put food on the table for Thanksgiving. Good morning, everyone. Good Thursday morning. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Alex Whitler. Thank you so much for being here with us at 8 o'clock. We appreciate your time as always. We are talking about that forecast because what in the world are we experiencing? What a warm up we've had. It doesn't even feel like November at night, Joey.
It really doesn't. I mean, it was one thing to have the unusually warm weather in the middle of the afternoon, but now, yeah, the mornings are feeling quite warm also. And this has created ingredients perfect for an awful lot of fog here to start. We're still under a dense fog advisory through 9 a.m., but the fog has been so widespread, visibility so low, and the fog so persistent. A little skeptical how much improvement we're going to get within an hour, but I'd say at least until about 10 a.m., there will be fog out there. So many locations down to zero visibility or a mile or lower. It's getting more difficult to avoid that if you're out on the roadways. The warm temperatures, though, are remarkably warm because we're starting out warmer than a normal high temperature would be on this day. The average high is 63, and we're at 65 already in Atlanta, so we'll keep warming up. And this also means we don't need a lot of sunshine today to get to near record temperatures. Sunshine may be limited, but we'll have temperatures returning to the mid to upper 70s. Now, the unseasonable warmth is here to stay for a few more days. Dry weather, not so much. We'll talk about the rising rainfall chances coming up in a few minutes. Natalie?
Joanne, thank you. In Newton County this morning on I-20 eastbound right past Almond Road, we've got all lanes being held due to a crash. So right now you're going to want to take Old Atlanta Highway. That'll be your best alternate. They're working to get this cleared up. And the big three, these are all yellow rides. Your heaviest out of Alpharetta on 400 from Old Milton to the top end, about 28 minutes. Alex?
Okay, Natalie, thank you. It's 8:02 now, and we're following breaking news in DeKalb County. 2 people were killed in a crash this morning on I-285.
Yeah, police say it was all caused by someone driving on the wrong way on the exit ramp from Buford Highway to 285.
Good day's Mark Teichner joins us live now from the scene with the very latest. Mark, this is devastating news.
It certainly is. Now, you can see that the accident has cleared up, but unfortunately the loss of life taking place here early this morning, right about where the spot you are looking at on 285 here on the top end perimeter. What we've been told by Doraville police is around 4:30 or so this morning, a driver entered onto the exit ramp here at Buford Highway. Now, as soon as that vehicle was on the exit ramp, it struck another vehicle, but the vehicle continued in the wrong direction until it actually got to the interstate, and that's when it collided with yet another vehicle, and that's where the loss of life took place. One person who was in the vehicle that was struck by the vehicle going in the wrong direction ended up dying at Grady. We're told other folks that were in that vehicle were also transported to the hospital. Their condition right now is unknown, and we're not sure how many people exactly were in that particular vehicle that was hit by the wrong-way driver. The wrong-way driver also died out here at the scene. That person's name has not been released. As we said, traffic was a nightmare, as you can imagine, for hours as investigators worked through exactly what played out here. Things are certainly moving better, but as we did say, we do have a loss of life of not one, but 2 people, including an innocent victim who was simply going in the wrong, hit by that wrong-way driver. We're going to stay on top of the story, but for now, that is the latest from here in Doraville. I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
Yeah, tragic morning on the roadways. Mark, thank you. Well, more details emerge about the gas explosion that injured a man and destroyed an apartment building near Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Building C at the Northside Plaza Apartments, which is across the street from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It blew up on Tuesday night. One man suffered burns and at last check was in stable condition. Fox 5 talked with a man who heard the explosion and rushed over to help bring that injured man to safety.
As we drove up, people were just kind of screaming bomb, and then we heard some kind of faint like, hey, we need help. Ended up climbing into the second story apartment building and, found the gentleman that had been burned.
The apartment's property management blames the blast on a copper thief who they say used an open flame inside a vacant unit. The fire department says the blast displaced 19 families in other buildings. Braselton's former police chief faces charges of stalking and misconduct after he was arrested by the GBI just hours after the city announced his retirement. The GBI says it began a months-long investigation into Michael Steffman at the request of the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. He's accused of misusing automated license plate recognition systems to harass and to stalk multiple people. Steffman faces charges including violation of oath by a public officer and stalking.
Today in Fulton County, former Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Fields Thornton will face a judge. The reality star was arrested yesterday at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Now, according to a police report, officers were searching for Thornton, who recently moved to Atlanta after she allegedly stole furniture from a furnished rental condo when she moved out. Authorities say she took $11,000 worth of furniture. Thornton is charged with larceny.
And the next thing I know, there was a fingernail so close to my eye that I thought I was going to be physically attacked.
She tried to take her phone to record, and she drops her phone on the floor. She's like, "You hit me! Oh my God! You hit me! You just hit me in my face!"
I was sitting 2 rows back. She did not touch me.
Yeah. That's newly released body camera footage showing new insight into an altercation involving Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams aboard a Delta Airlines flight. Williams says Sunday's dispute started when another woman commented on how loud her phone was. The woman claims she was hit after she asked Portia to turn it down. Williams, and that witness you just heard from, says the woman was the aggressor. The FBI is investigating. No charges have been filed. At 8:06 now, Hyundai CEO says a White House official called him to apologize for the ICE raid at the company's factory near Savannah.
Jose Munoz says that the unnamed official said they were, quote, not aware of the September raid at the EV battery plant where ICE detained 475 workers, including 300 Korean nationals. Munoz went on to say that the official told him, quote, President Trump didn't want those workers to go back to Korea. The president reiterated that stance this week.
One case in Georgia where a battery factory, batteries are very dangerous to make. They're complex, much more complex than people understand. And they spent $1 billion to build a factory. And they were told to get out. And I said, stop it. Don't be stupid. And we worked it out. And now they're teaching our people how to do it.
Munoz also says Georgia Governor Brian Kemp called him after the raid, telling him he didn't know about it either. Munoz says despite that raid, Hyundai is still committed to Georgia.
Well, now we wait. President Trump has signed the bill forcing the Justice Department to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. The Attorney General now has 30 days to comply, but as Fox's Doug Luzeta reports from Washington this morning, this may not be the end of the debate.
The Attorney General says she will follow the law, but not everything here is black and white.
And America is actually stronger than it's ever been before.
And President Trump yesterday at an investment forum talking about what he really wants to focus on now, the economy. And last night, away from the cameras, he signed the bill that he saw as a clear distraction. The order from Congress for the Justice Department to release nearly all it has on the late disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. And Congress passed it easily with bipartisan support, but the president suggested Democrats will regret it. Posting on Truth Social last night, this latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats just as all of the rest have. And Epstein, accused of sex trafficking and abusing minors before his death, had ties with both Democrats and Republicans, including the president.
We will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
Attorney General Pam Bondi only saying she will follow the law, but she may redact or refuse to turn over some documents, citing ongoing investigations.
We are not done. No way.
Democrats promised to keep pressing for the release. Republicans say Democrats sat on those files for years.
The Biden Department of Justice had the files the entire time. And not a single one of the people who are so loud and animated right now, they never said anything about it for all those 4 years.
The Biden administration could have released them just as the Trump administration could have without this intervention from Congress. In Washington, Doug Luzeta, Fox News.